What is involved in my approach to research? Research only has value if it can explain women's behaviours in the real world. So I use logical reasoning to interpret the research findings, which I then use to explain women's responses of arousal and orgasm and their conscious sexual behaviours. I look at men's orgasm techniques and compare them with women's. Of course, men don't generally have orgasm problems, and this is probably because they always stimulate the same anatomy, regardless of whether they engage in masturbation, oral sex, or intercourse. In addition, male turn-ons are easy to identify, while female turn-ons are much less evident. I also look at female masturbation and compare it with intercourse. As a virgin, I was immediately struck by the difference between intercourse and masturbation. When women masturbate, they stimulate the clitoris. But I have found that oral or manual stimulation of the clitoris does not work as readily with a lover. I even contrast lesbian and heterosexual lovemaking techniques, which seems strange to many people because of the line that we draw between the gay world and the straight world. But when you think about it, sexual orientation determines the erotic turn-ons, whether we are aroused by the same sex or the opposite sex, but it should not logically change the anatomy that is involved in how women achieve orgasm. Notably, lesbians focus on the clitoris, not the vagina. So I provide realistic information for people who want practical solutions. My visitor numbers are steadily growing and some visitors return many times. I am so grateful to those who comment on my stories and who highlight some of the key messages. I would like to see more women volunteer to share their experiences. That's the end of my presentation. Thanks for listening.